Australia are in Group D, where they'll face Germany, Serbia and Ghana. They begin their campaign in Durban against the Germans on the 13th of June. 6 days later, they face Ghana in Rustenburg. Then it's a trip to Nelspruit to play Serbia on the 23rd. The Australian team was one of the first to qualify for the 2010 FIFA World Cup, guaranteeing its place in June 2009 with 2 games to spare. For the first time, Australia had progressed through the Asian Confederation. Formerly, the Socceroos were affiliated to Oceania, and even as winners of their region were generally faced with a daunting playoff before they could take their seat at football's top table. Dutch coach Pim Verbeek masterminded Australia's qualification. He's in no doubt about his team's campaign.
I think very successful because we're here. Australia qualified. We had a very good qualification campaign. Not an easy campaign, to be honest, traveling through Far East, Japan, China, Middle East in summertime. Our home games, you know, they are on 28 hours flight for most of my players. It was tough, but the players really enjoyed it. They saw it as a challenge and they did a great job.
I think you know, the new Asian Cup qualifyings and the way that we've had to go through that way for the World Cup has been more difficult than the old way. Playing against these Asian teams, they're very well drilled, disciplined, but technically gifted, and you know, travelling to places like Qatar and in that sort of hot weather, and Japan, intimidating stadium packed full of fans, it's something that's foreign to me and something that's very different, but it's something that I'll never take for granted.
Historically, the Oceania group was contested by Australia, New Zealand and a host of smaller nations. Despite regularly winning the pool, the Socceroos often missed out on the finals following agonising playoff defeats, notably in 1998 against Iran and against Uruguay in 2002. They'd gained revenge over La Celeste 4 years later. In 2005, their request to move to the Asian Confederation, where as many as 4 teams can qualify automatically for the finals, was ratified. A new era dawned in February 2008, when Australia began their first campaign in Asia.
On paper, it looked relatively easy. A lot of people underestimate how difficult it is to go through Asia, but you know, we did it in the end, you know, pretty easy. But you know, it was very tough going to you know, the countries we went to.
The campaign got off to an impressive start with wins in Uzbekistan's capital, Tashkent, against Qatar in Brisbane, and another away victory in Bahrain. A fine start was followed by a goalless draw in Japan. Aussie keeper Mark Schwarzer was in top form as he maintained his run of clean sheets.
We played a great game. We played 0-0 over there, and we were good. And I thought, okay, if you can do it here, we can do it everywhere. And from that moment on, we just kept on winning games. So that was a key moment in the qualification campaign.
In April 2009, the Australians faced Uzbekistan at the ANZ Stadium in Sydney. After a goalless first half, Josh Kennedy headed home just 6 minutes after coming on as a substitute. Much to the delight of over 50,000 Australian supporters. Seven minutes later, a penalty was awarded to the home side. The spot kick was duly converted by Harry Kewell and victory secured. The Socceroos needed just a point from their last 3 matches to confirm their place in the 2010 FIFA World Cup. 2 months later, a 0-0 draw in Qatar booked their trip to South Africa.
It was very tough, but you know, something enjoyable. The main memories are, you know, playing, you know, competitive games and top quality opposition in some great stadiums. You know, we go to Yokohama Stadium and places like that. You know, it's a massive difference from, you know, no disrespect, but going to the likes of Fiji and Cook Islands and playing against amateur teams. You know, all these other teams that we're playing have got professional players, whether it be in Asia or in Europe.
With the pressure off, the Australian fans had a chance to celebrate the Socceroos World Cup qualification at the remaining 2 home games. First up, they faced Bahrain in Sydney, where after an uneventful first half, Mile Sterijovski opened the scoring. Then, moments before full-time, David Carney put the game beyond doubt. The last match of this gruelling campaign was against Japan at the Melbourne Cricket Ground in front of a crowd of 70,000. 2 strikes from Tim Cahill clinched victory against opponents he clearly enjoys playing against.
Having to win at home against Japan, to finish top of the group, that was probably the highlight game, 2-1 at Japan, because it sort of like brought back the memories from Germany for myself and scoring 2 goals all over again. But it's been a great experience, but not something that has been easy.
Australia's debut appearance in a FIFA World Cup finals came in 1974, when a team of amateur players made a first-round exit in West Germany. 32 years later, Tim Cahill was part of a truly professional outfit that returned to Germany. Trailing 1-0 to Japan just 6 minutes from time in their opening fixture, Australia equalised through Cahill, their first ever goal in the finals. Cahill scored a second soon after, and John Aloisi completed a remarkable turnaround.
To follow it up with the second one, which was a bit special because hit the left post and then the right post and went in, something that I remember forever.
Australia lost 2-0 to Brazil in their second game, but a 2-2 draw with Croatia was enough to see them through to the second round, thanks to Harry Kewell's equaliser. The Socceroos were then defeated by Italy, the eventual world champions. A penalty awarded deep into injury time was all that separated the sides.
Wasn't there the last time. It was, watching the game, and it was a disappointing way for us to go out. But we were so proud of the boys and how far they'd gone and what they had achieved. It was massive for the game in Australia.
In 2006, the Australians were led by Guus Hiddink. 4 years on, Pim Verbeek, a fellow Dutchman who served a lengthy apprenticeship under Hiddink, is making his mark.
Definitely, as a national team coach, you have to have very good man management skills. He's very good at that, and you've seen that throughout the qualifiers that he's tactically very good, and he's got the game plan.
He loves the Australian lifestyle, loves the way we play. A manager that definitely knows what he's doing, and someone that I trust to guide us.
Verbeek coached Korea Republic during the 2007 Asia Cup, and his knowledge of the region has been a key factor during Australia's 2010 campaign. The squad blends youth with experience.
My players come from Italy, Germany, Turkey at the moment, Netherlands and England. So there's a great mix, and still players playing in Australia at the moment. So the mixture is not, we don't play English style of playing or Dutch style, we play Australian style.
In Group D, Verbeek's team will face Germany, Ghana and Serbia. Progressing to the second round will be a tough assignment, but one they're ready for.
Right from the start, we know we're in for a tough time, but we believe in ourselves ultimately, and hopefully we can progress through this group.
As a team, we are very difficult to beat, and we have some good, experienced players in the team who make the team better and better.
Personally, I take one game at a time. I think the biggest thing that we've done is that we've inspired kids to be footballers. We've inspired them to chase their dreams and to look towards us. We've got a chance to make an impact on this World Cup, and hopefully we do that.